Hi, you guys. It's Yaz, and today I'm going to talk about the 4 times you will be able to see when the narcissist mask drops. Okay, we know narcissists, they put on a mask, especially in the beginning during the love bombing stage. They come in as your hero, they come in as a perfect person. This is one of the biggest red flags, is that the narcissist is too perfect, over the top nice, fake, phony, okay? But when are you going to really see that mask drop? I'm going to tell you when you're going to see that mask drop. All right? So when you see the mask drop is usually it takes a little time, a couple months in, usually between the 3rd and the 6th month mark, you're going to start to see the narcissist mask drop, all right? Why? Because at that point, the narcissist already has you. So when the narcissist has you, that's when the mask starts to drop a little bit, okay? When the narcissist doesn't have you, they're going to have their best face on. They're going to be nice. They may even go out of their way for you. Some of them, you believe it or not, could even spend money on you in the beginning because it's a bigger investment for them down the road if they're after a financial supply out of you. So one of the times you're going to start to see the narcissist mask drop is usually between the 3 and 6 month mark, generally. Okay, that's not for every narcissist, and it depends on what they're after. So you're going to see that mask drop, after the narcissist has you. Okay. And at that point, that's when the narcissist may start to devalue you because now they're starting to see things that they don't like about you. So the mask starts to drop during the devaluation period. Okay. They, again, maybe they built you up in their minds to think that you were going to be something that you weren't, because narcissists have unrealistic expectations and what they think about you. And now they're seeing like you're not what they thought you were. And now they start with the devaluation. They start putting you down and everything. And also during the devaluation period, you guys understand this, that narcissist is busy lining up that other supply. Okay. Once they've got you, once they're comfortable with you, and once they've gotten any supply out of you, now they're going to devalue you, and they're going to be sure that they have another supply waiting in the wings because, they have to get ready to bounce to somebody else, to monkey branch to somebody else. So, once that, that image of you starts to come down, because narcissists have fantasies of you as well sometimes in the beginning. Sometimes they think that they put you up in a fantasy in their mind that you're going to make them happy. And as time goes by, because you're a human being and we all have flaws, but narcissists don't accept people's flaws, they're going to start to devalue you. And that's when they start to get critical, judgmental, put you down, tell you, you should be doing things this way, start bossing you around, okay, maybe give you the silent treatment, all different ways that narcissists, start to change. So that's one time that you'll see the mask drop. Another time you're going to see the mask drop is when a narcissist gets angry. Now, in order for that mask to drop, that narcissist has to not need anything out of you, okay? If they need something out of you, they're going to be very, very careful not to drop that mask because they still want to fool you. They still want to get that supply out of you. So, but if they're angry enough and you really push them into a corner, then you're going to see them come back at you, especially if it's an overt or malignant or grandiose narcissist. They may come back at you really angry and tell you what they think about you. And believe it or not, a covert narcissist could do the same thing. See, in general, covert narcissists, they don't like confrontation. But if they are pushed enough, if a covert narcissist is cornered and you're really hammering them and you're really putting them down, judging them, or you're trying to make them accountable, they could snap and come back at you. Okay, so don't ever think that a covert narcissist is this meek little mouse, because they're not. They could come back at you, when you really push them in the corner and they're like a cornered rat. They could come back and snap at you, and then that's when you really see the mask come off, all right? Another time you'll see the mask come off is when the narcissist is drunk, okay? The truth comes out when people are drunk because they're not guarded. They're not protecting what they're saying, all right? Their senses are dulled, so they come out and they say what's usually on their mind because they can't control it, all right? Because they're drunk. So you'll see the mask come off a lot of times when a narcissist gets drunk, all right? The other way you'll see the mask come off is when the narcissist doesn't need you. And I touched upon that before. When a narcissist doesn't need you for anything, okay, they have other supply on the side, they don't need you. That's when you're really going to see who the fuck that person is. When they have other people to back them, to validate them, to give them supply, and they don't need you, whoo, that narcissist, you're going to see the true wickedness in that narcissist, okay? And especially if they're angry at you because you gave them resistance or you didn't give them supply, then you're going to really see that mask come off, all right? Another time that you're going to see the mask come off is when they're around other people, okay? Sometimes narcissists, they're gonna be really, really nice to these other people, and they're gonna be cruel to you. And you say, well, why do they do that? Well, they do that because they're worried, number one, about their image. They want everybody to think they're so terrific. And they also want to line these people up as prospects for future supply. Maybe they can use them one day. And they want to use these outsiders against you if they have a falling out with you so that they can triangulate and put these people in their corners and say, well, even your friend says you're crazy, or even your mother says you have mental issues or something like that, all right? So let's recap this as to when a narcissist mask comes off. It comes off after the love bombing stage, okay, which is generally, not everybody, depending, again, remember what I told you, depends on what the narcissist is after. If a narcissist is after a big supply, like money, okay, this is why good scammers get away with like thousands of dollars, because they know how to keep that mask on for a long time. There's scammers out there that keep that mask on for over a year. Over a year, they could keep that mask on because they're after that big supply. And usually, after a year or longer, what's going to happen? You're going to trust that person, right? And then you may give them money. And a scammer knows that. You got a lot of them on the dating apps or on the internet searching out people that are vulnerable people or people that have money or something they can get. So they have that mask on for a long time. A narcissist who's after a financial supply will have the mask on longer than a narcissist, let's say, who's just after sex, all right? Sex, that's going to come off real fast because there's so much sex out there that the narcissist, they can get sex anywhere. It's so abundant, there's so much supply out there. So, and we live in a hookup culture, but a supply of money, the mask is going to stay on longer. So the mask will drop after the love bombing stage and during the devaluation stage when they really come out and they start to tell you how they feel about you. The mask will also come off when they're angry and pissed at you for trying to hold them accountable for something, all right? The mask will also come off when they're drunk or they're on some kind of controlled substance or on drugs. Then, you may be sitting with the narcissist and they'll be running their mouth and they'll be saying things that you never heard before because they're drunk or, their system is compromised. And the big one, you guys, is that the Norse mask will come off when they don't need you or they have other supply. Last one, like I said before, narcs masks come off, how they treat you is when they're around other people as well. Because you'll see that the narcissist is not treating you like they treat other people, okay? Why? Because they've already got you. So once a narcissist already has you, they don't care. They've already got you. They have you in their pocket. They have you codependent on them. At this point, they know that you are thirsty for them. So once the narcissist knows they've got you, that's when the true person is going to come out. The true, wickedness of that narcissist is going to come out, and that's when they're going to call you names. They're going to criticize you. They're going to judge you. They may tell you you're old, you're too young, you're stupid, you don't know how to raise kids. They're going to criticize everything you do in the home, okay? That's going to come off. That mask is going to come off once they know they have you and you're codependent on them, or once they don't need you because they have another supply, or when they're drunk, all right? Or, when they already got the supply out of you. And the other time too, like I said, is when they're around other people. And another reason, okay, I want to bring this up as well. Another reason narcissists are nice to other people and cruel to you in front of other people is because the narcissist wants to stick it to you. They want you to feel like you're nothing. They want to show you that other people like them, okay? That's why let's say you go out with a narcissist and you go to a party. That narcissist may be working the room, going around, laughing, smiling, flattering all these people. And these people, what are they going to do? They're going to love the attention. They're going to love the flattery of the narcissist. This is what the covert narcissist does all the time, by the way. They love to flatter other people and make them feel good. And this is how they get them in their pocket later on, so that later on they can use these people for something, even to back them up, all right? Back them up against you. But they also want to do it in front of you to show you that they are better than you, that they have all these people that like them and don't like you. And I've actually had clients have to deal with this, where they went out with their narcissistic partner and their partner was so friendly and laughing and giggling and so buttering up all these other people. And I said, they're doing it really, to show you up. That's one of the reasons. And also they prospect for other supply and they want to use these people in the future. And they're worried about their image, how they're portrayed by other people. But they want to stick it to you. They want to make you feel like you're nothing, you're a nobody. And look, everybody likes me. Everybody likes me. And this is one of the common things that a covert narcissist may say to you. They may say, well, you got no friends. I got tons of friends. But understand this. A covert narcissist doesn't have a lot of good friends. They may have a lot of acquaintances that they call good friends, but they don't have a lot of good friends. And why is that? Because the covert narcissist can't get too close to somebody. And a lot of times they don't follow through on things. They bail on people. And so you can't have a close relationship with somebody if you can't put yourself out. And a covert narcissist doesn't want to inconvenience themselves and put themselves out, all right? But the whole point in all of this is that they want to show that they are better than you because they have all these friends. They're popular, okay? They want, they always want to be thought of as popular, and you're a nobody, okay? So those are the times, you guys, that, you're going to see the narcissist mask come off. Now, one other thing somebody brought up, they said, well, we'll see the narcissist mask come off when you say no. Sometimes you will and sometimes you won't. That's not necessarily foolproof, and I'll tell you why. Because if you say no to the narcissist during the love bombing stages, they may still be okay with it and not drop their mask because they're still thinking that they're able to manipulate you for that big supply, which is usually money, okay, in that case. So, no is not necessarily a rule of thumb as to whether you'll see the narcissist mask. It depends on the timing of the situation of where you are in the relationship. In the beginning stages, you could say no to a narcissist and they could be like, oh, that's okay. We could do it later, thinking that they can manipulate you later and get that supply out of you later. So that's not necessarily foolproof in getting a narcissist mask to drop. You can get a narcissist mask to drop as well, just by exposing them and showing them to everybody else how toxic they are. Then you'll really see the wickedness of that narcissist. If you went around and you exposed them to other people, then you're going to see them really attack you, either overtly or covertly. Either they'll start yelling and screaming and tear you up, directly, or they're going to tear you up in a covert narcissistic way, passive aggressively behind your back by doing a character assassination and ripping you up behind your back, okay? But the rule is, you guys, you want to see a narcissist mask drop? All you got to do is give it time. Don't give the narcissist any supply and just take your time with it. Eventually, the narcissist gets tired. And when the narcissist gets tired of putting on the act, that's when you're going to see that mask drop, okay? So I hope that helps you. If it does, hit the subscribe button, share the podcast. If you're looking for one-on-one phone coaching, go to the link in the bio at askyaz.wixsite.com. If you want confidential one-on-one phone coaching, you're confused about somebody, you don't know if they're a narcissist, you don't know how to handle this person, you don't know if they're gaslighting you, you need clarity, check out the link in the bio, askyaz.wixsite.com, for information on one-on-one phone coaching. If you want a lot more videos on narcissists, I have thousands of videos on YouTube at the Game Exposed podcast on YouTube. So go check out my YouTube channel at the Game Exposed podcast. For other posts, check out Facebook and Instagram at the Game EXP 123, and have a great day, you guys.